Alright, Mom, I'm gonna do a talk.
Okay.
I gotta wash my hands. Aw, man, I didn't get soap. I didn't get hand soap. I got the other stuff. Oops, sorry, Artie. Dang it. I'm almost at washing my hands with Dawn soap as hand detergent. Oh well. What are you gonna do? Hi, welcome to my tube. My name is Marge. I'm a Heyoka empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. Something's missing. Benny, don't you do it, Benny. Why you do that, Benny? You're such a naughty boy, Benny. You make a bad choice, Benny. Benny making the honorary boy choices. I don't plan on going anywhere for a while, so I'll close the bathroom door. I gotta leave it open when I leave, because it gets locked. He locks himself in there because he's a knucklehead. Okay. That's better. My production light. It's this little solar light I have. It's pretty cool. It's my Earth Angel sent me the first one. Freaking what? It's been probably 2 years now. Anyway, it has like one of those solar panels in it to charge. It has 3 settings: light, dim, and then a flicker even. But then it has all the different colors too. It's pretty. I like it. And then, yeah, I got a few of them. I really do. I could. Yeah, I love these things. Benny, he's all right, Ma. He can't get into nothing. I closed the bathroom to anything. I closed the bathroom door. Yeah, he's all right. Just let him go. Now, if I can get it, go back to the. Oh no! I can't get it out of color mode. I'll do it. Anyway, today's been a pretty good day. I wanted to do my talk early before I got all tired and freaking burnt out from my day. Yesterday I was so freaking wiped out. I went and laid down at like 8:30 and was just like, wow. It was a big day though. Mom and I took Mom with me. We drove up to a place called Arsenic Trail. There it is. No, you are not going out after I start my talk. Get over here, you heifer. Going. No. That's rude. Rude. Ill-mannered. Get up there. Did you forget for a moment that you are not the center of the universe? Whoa, he forgot. Mom, remind him. So we drove. You should check it out. Look it up if I don't know if one is so inclined, but it's it looks like a little mini Grand Canyon that's green, that's all lush and green, you know. Whenever I see geography, I always let my mind wander on how it got that way. Like, and I think it happens more quickly than people say, like years and years of erosion. I think it's more instantaneous than that. But I believe in a lot of stuff a lot of things that people don't really jive with. So it's been a good morning. I walked through the farmer's market this morning. I didn't go to the Taupo one yesterday, and that's where I was going to get the urn. I was going to get a piece. There's a guy there that makes wooden boxes out of scraps of, like, wood. Like, people cut, and they can't, they can't really burn it, or I don't know, whatever. But these odd people have wood everywhere. There's a lot of wood cutters and stuff because it gets so cold in the winter. A lot of people use wood for heat, and so he makes these little boxes out of knots of wood and all kinds of stuff. It's pretty cool. And I went there a couple weeks ago and he wasn't there, and yesterday I didn't go. So that'll have to keep until next week. Hopefully he'll be there, because I mean, to what she's in a little box right now, it's fine, but I would rather, I want to get, what I want to do is I want to get one of those wooden boxes and put her as an urn, and then somewhere on one of my flash drives around here, I had this made for Mom after she went to heaven. And she was just, I almost don't like when other people refer to things as, oh, you're so sassy, right? I almost don't like it because it doesn't pay homage enough to how sassy she was. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you're, good girl, 19 years old. Woo! She was like a sister to me, Ma. Yeah? So, this is the last picture, she and Mom. How sweet is that? So, I never have to worry about Mom going to heaven, because she's already got her best friend there. Huh, Ma? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you people don't think that people can be, or they think it might be silly to be jealous of a dog. I always knew Mom liked her best. Yeah, good girl. So, a lot of love, lots of years of love, and we never in our whole life have we had a lot of stuff. I had the big house, I had the big pretty house. And in Benson, the up and coming freaking progressive, little stretch. I could walk 3 blocks and go to like one of the favorite venues of Omaha, probably one of the last ones that has been around. Everything's changing, but I still couldn't fill it with what I wanted, but yeah, we traveled around. I was asking her today, I said, Mom, do you think in the last 20 years, because we've been together for the last 14, I said, you think you would have rather stayed in Anderson, because I mentioned Tower Market, that's the place that that's basically the closest place you could go to get food, and she walked all over the place, and she was born with club feet, man. She don't want to be doing that her whole life, right? You get tired, right? Could you imagine still having to walk up to get your food right now, Ma? No? So, but anyway, I wanted to talk about my day. I didn't want to get all gushy and start crying and stuff like that about sass. But, so I went down and walked through the farmer's market and saw my friend Bonnie. That's what her name is. Bonnie? Dang it, now I'm unsure. I'm going to ask her next time I see her. She's an older woman in her she's probably around Mom's age, maybe a couple years older, and she's the palm reader there. She reads people's palms. And she's read my palm, and she just sits on her chair, and then she has her crate with her sign up that leans up against it. It's a pretty small one gal operation, and Last time I went to Wally World, I got these. I wanted to get this butterfly chair, which I didn't get, but I ended up getting these 2 umbrellas that just fit and snap on chairs. Um, and so I gave her one when it was starting to warm up. I think it might have been the first or second farmers market that they had, but I said, here, I want you to have this. And she wasn't really, because people are so proud, they don't want to take help and take stuff from people. They just, they don't. And I used to be like that for a number of years. I didn't want to owe people. I'd feel like, okay, if I do this, and they're, well, that's my problem, And then I come to a place that, it makes me feel good to do good for people. So why wouldn't I want to give that opportunity to others? You little clown. That's why you're not an outside cat. You're kind of, I think this one is a little bit slow. It's the lovey one. So I gave her that, and then I saw her today, and she's like, I want you to know that that shaded me in the hottest of, I used it, and it shaded me on the hottest of days, and I thank you for that. And she's like, I'd like to give you some money for it. And I was like, I said, we are all here to help teach one another, and some of us, like me, I had to learn to take nice things from people without anything in return. Right? Just accept the gift. I said, we have no farther engagement, there's no favor to be repaid here. Right? Yeah? So, and she was very touched. She's very touched. And she remembered, because I ran into her one day at the vitamin store, and she remembered me from that, and she references my that story to other people about how unkind they are at the vitamin store. And I said, I've been a strong woman my whole entire life, and when people feel threatened, people feel weaker than, in fear, when they have all these complex feelings that are their feelings, they like to put me in my place, so I understand. I said, I allow and then don't go back. I let them, and as soon as somebody tries to put me in or keep your mouth quiet or modify my behavior in any kind of way, they are not of the free spirit, and that's not my kind. So, the trip to Arsenic Trail. We drove. Mom went with me up there. I drove. It's like 42 miles. Is about almost a good hour up there. I don't remember it taking that as long when I went there earlier in the week when I was the passenger, but I was looking at everything, taking it all in too, just being the passenger. And that's what I'd like to have people do is come. A lot of people come visit here. I mean, I'd like people that watch my videos and come visit northern New Mexico, and I'll show you around. I'll take you out to these places, man. They're pretty cool. It's the same place I did a short the other day. It's 30 miles from nowhere, yet the guardrails in town, there's been broken guardrails since I've lived here almost 2 years. And they've just put up sign that says the guardrail's broken, but they don't replace it. Yet they have a stretch of highways, about a loop that's like brand new blacktop, and their priorities are just it's like somebody in the New Mexico Department of Transportation. It's like their nephew got a job, and this is how he's proven himself. He got this like back in the no place project, and if it works out okay, maybe they'll give them something a little bit. That's what it's like. It's just goof. And they probably designated, I don't know, $25 million to do it too. It's just absurd. But I tried to take Mom down to see one of the scenic places that you could just walk down a little ways, but it was starting to rain and it was too far. So we came back. She was a trooper, huh, Ma? Did you have fun going on that outing yesterday? Yeah. She got a little hot coming back. And then, all right, that was that story. Oh, and then, yeah. Long day, busy day. So, and then this morning going down and seeing Bonnie because it's going to start getting cooler. So I think she was getting ready to pack up because the rain was starting to come in. And then the park was all closed up because they're having some concert or something going on. But, but then I went to the metaphysical fair. I walked up to the park after I left and I saw signs for the metaphysical fair. And so I walked up to the park to read the sign and it told me it was back from where I came from. I got some exercise. I walked some hills today, right? So there's a little metaphysical fair behind this pretty popular cafe. I can't pronounce it right and I haven't heard anybody else say it enough for me to get the pronunciation right. So I'm not going to try. La Cuava, I just tried. I think that might be it, actually. That was kind of neat. And I went and talked to Mary Ann. She's an 82-year-old woman. She's a psychic medium in some capacity, and you know she's sitting next to her, and we start having a conversation. She leans in. She's like, you know, the aliens are coming. And I was like, we do live on an alien ant farm, so that adds up. That tracks. And she got all excited and stuff, you know. And then I saw this other woman. She was like doing kind of a sage thing, but she was smoking a pipe. And so I knew that she had that was like ceremonial tobacco. So I excused myself and went over to talk to Patricia. She's a Reiki healer, all this stuff. And she gave me this. We talked for a while. And before I show people what I got. And she affirmed, I have this ideology about the plus or minus 2 system. That people are energetically aligned. And oftentimes people that are energetically aligned will meet their like energies in different places within plus or minus 2 latitude, longitudinal from places that they've been or lived or whatever. And talking with her, you know, and we got to talking, and she's a practitioner, and she teaches and deals in plant medicine, and she goes twice a year down to Peru, and yeah, it was pretty cool. 'Cause I've been looking for ceremonial tobacco for a while now. Since Oregon, you got to find the right stuff, right? And she gave me this. I said, I'm a Heyoka. She said, do you have tobacco? I said, no, I've been looking for a very long time. And she gave me this. And this is from Peru. Oh, and then I get the energetic imprint from the vibrational frequency of the tobacco leaves. And I don't even gotta go nowhere. You know, maybe one day I'll get to go and surround myself with the full immersion of the whole experience. Until then, you know, the Creator gifts us with things that we need, and teachers and things like that. It was really neat talking to her, and I explained to her, because I asked, you know, where she was from, and she was born, and she told me, she gave me she gave me 4 significant sites, and 3 of the 4 was in plus or minus 2 from places I've been on, like the 40th parallel, it's more specifically, in the 35th. But then she had one that it was not in alignment with me at all, but 3 or 4th. So that was kind of cool. And then I got to share my belief in that. She's like, wow, that's really neat. I was like, thanks. So, and then I was like, I'm just going to go home and decompress. I told Mara, as one of those I'm an INFJ. I'm one of those introverted extroverts. I love being social and doing all that, but I gotta recharge. And yesterday was such a full day. I'll be recharging, but it's Labrador weekend, evidently. It's Labrador weekend. I didn't know until yesterday. For a society that's had like the last 2 years off, they sure do take a lot of time off still. So check your pockets when you do laundry. I freaking pinned like a whole big load. I made a full load because I think the washer's breaking, so I'm trying to use it. Not use small. If I'm gonna use it, I'm gonna use it, and I used it, and there's a pin in my pocket, so now I got freaking ink spots everywhere, and it's just kind of a bummer. That's all. Just another one of those. I guess in retrograde season, there's a lot of people that are going through a lot worse than me. That a pin in the pocket. People are really going freaking through it, and then I keep watching these because the world's people are doing their conferences, and the stuff is happening again and stuff, and I just, whenever I go out, I'm just like, what are people, I know I'm weird kid stuck on this. I'm never, it's never gonna go away, but I'm just like, what are people doing to make other people's lives better and not just their own, the best version of their life? It's just, it's hard to go out sometimes because that's what I get fixed. I'm like, look at all these people. They're probably millionaires walking around all over the place. Like, a lot of these people probably have a couple $1,000s in their pocket at any given time. Hi. You gonna come up and say hi, big guy? Huh? Come here, handsome man. You going up? You gonna go up? Come on. Yeah? Come here. Come here. Come here. There he goes. Go ahead. You going up? Nope. He's a big cat. Huh. You my house tiger? Yes? You a big kitten? Yes? Oh, you're a big cat. He puts holes in my shirts. Well, we don't need to show him the southbound end of a northbound cat now. That's kind of rude. Stanley. His head's almost as big as mine. He is so affectionate. He's a very affectionate cat. He does okay with all the kittens, too. He swats at them sometimes, but mostly he's chill. Tango came back after 4 days. Oh my goodness. See, my life has been very challenging. It makes for good stories, yet still, you want to go up? I can't. I don't know. I don't want to stand here and hold my laptop. And so, like living here with the whole cat situation, it's been a constant emotional roller coaster with the whole cat situation around here. So, as much as I make the decision, you can't get attached to, nothing. We don't leave with everything we come in with on this planet. So people are pretty materialistic for just based on the fact that you can't take it with you, yet people have so much crap. It's a weird program to me. So you can't get too attached, and I really thought he was a goner. I mean, it's been 4 days. It's been 4 days he's been gone. He's longest he's been gone is like he came back the early morning on day 2. And so because I'll get up at like 5 and I'll come out, make sure the fan isn't pointed directly at Ma, make sure she's covered up, and everything's okay, kind of do a walkthrough, perimeter check, and then I use the restroom, and then I go back to bed, and it was like 5 o'clock. I mean, the sun was like, light was starting to be an idea of the day, and I heard meow at the door, and I thought it was the mom cat, Tango's sister, the one that had all these kittens in here. And it was Tango, and he's all skinny. I don't think he's eating the whole time. But see, that's the thing. It's a funny thing about instincts, because it drives people to do things. Yet we have free will, and our free will should always override our instincts. Yet, how many animals, and human beings included, we're all animals. We're just animals with thumbs. You know, we have the capacity to make heaven on earth, but, you know, look at what they're creating hell. It's just all amusing theatrics. It's annoying theatrics, the resources that they use. It's all nonsense, you know. And I always understood that currency, like what makes our current, makes our heartbeat, that animates us. Shouldn't that give us everything we need to earn in life? Shouldn't that be enough, you know? Somebody's currency. I mean, how many people I see on YouTube every day, they get paid, people are sending money to them just because of they're driving down the road, you know? I mean, it's just really like, wow, that's the attractive content. That's what people are drawn to. Stimulating conversation? No. Just drama, theatrics. You know, I always thought real life was way more entertaining than fiction or the fake stuff, the made-up stuff. So much of it's made up. It's so contrived. It's people just love it. They love it. They love it. Love the idea of how the world is, and then they all go home, and it's a much, much different story. See, it's that. There's the world how people are acting like they are, but then there's the world how everybody really is. And that how that everybody really is really coming out right now. It's really coming forward. People can't hide who they are, their true character, their true nature. They can't. That's why I'm a 360 full spectrum being on this channel. Is people see my light, they see my shadow, and they back to light. You know, I'm full spectrum. It ain't all love and light, man. The world really has a lot of gross stuff in it, and there's a lot of people that have really been sheltered. And how nice for you, while the rest of us are living with these realizations. You know, I'm tired of pretending like Santa's real to the whole world. I'm tired of pretending that. You know, and it's not just that. It's me having to contort and go along and act like I believe in crap I don't, because that's what somebody wants me to do to earn money or something. You know? My currency is karma. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I set that up in a previous incarnation. That my currency is karma. So that the way it was neat how, because I like to tell this story about how Mom and I got here, because it's all so divine. You know, people, the mountain calls people. We were called here. That's why I'm not really tripping out about finding a place, because why would the mountain call us only to be okay for a couple years, and then really here come the hardships? You know? But anyway, today was a good day, but she reminded me of, you know, that's why I like to go out and talk to people to go out and that's one positive, that's a positive thing about living in a place where there's a lot of tourists, but for every 99 there's that one tourist, like the 100th monkey, the 100th tourist that you're aligned with. And that you both have something to take away from the exchange in a positive way. See, that's the thing, is that's what they like doing. People are like, why do you think they're doing all this crazy stuff? My belief system is energy harvesting, because on any main parallel, latitude, longitude, any, you know, main one, look at where all the cities are. They're on the main ones. Los Angeles is like 34. It's like 35. It's like the same as where I was born, San Bernardino, which is plus or minus 2 from Taos. And it's just all, and what they do is they keep people, in such a state. If people are more than 50.1% more negative in their polarity than they are positive, it'll put an imprint in that geographical place. So if they make it hard for everybody, it's literally bringing people's vibe down, and that's the energy that's harvested. Also, at the same time, with the positive, it's like when you jumpstart a car, you have the positive energy that they're harvesting. It's still false in false names, which is all the college football start. I see it every year. I'm like, dude, they're totally sucking your life forces, and the life forces of like however big freaking Lincoln Stadium is in freaking Lincoln, because it's Big Red. It's Go Big Red, and they don't think it has anything to do with freaking Lucifer. It's weird. Go Big. I mean, it's the Husker, but it's just so ritualistic. It's a trip, man. What people are attracted to, and just regular, NFL, So it's little pockets of let me suck, let me take your resources and make you focus on some nonsense scripted BS instead of doing something that can help other people. If we distract them with a bunch of la 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 la, they're not going to come together as a community. They'd rather sit in their box seats than freaking like go out. How long it take? I remember Extreme Home Makeover. They would like tear down a house and then make it back up nice in a week. You get enough people, you can make these little places. No time. But people would rather stay in that beliefs, that cycle, that all that stuff that they've been doing, and it's collectively gotten us to here because people aren't paying attention to the big picture at all. And it's gonna be